I do think now that the whole atmosphere and the whole mood of the WWE dressing room is more relaxed, more laid back. And there's no saying. My mother used to tell me you get more with sugar than you do with vinegar.
It seems like kind of it's been a 180 when it comes to AEW and WWE at the start of the year. It always seemed like, AEW had a whole bunch of, locker room, very happiness, people trying to leave WWE to go to AEW. And now the tide has turned with Vince McMahon's whole scandal, with him retiring, Triple H taking over. What do you think the WWE creative direction, how do you think it's changed in the first month of Triple H being in power so drastically? And it's kind of led to an increase in viewership, with Monday Night Raw doing 2 million this past week, and as well as just overall the ratings seem more on the up than it was previously under Vince McMahon.
I think Triple H has made a big difference already. The biggest difference he's going to make right off the bat is by attitude. The attitude is, I hear, and it should be, the attitude is better, a lot better, because with Vince there, you couldn't talk to Vince. You could go in there and he may even just say, I have nothing to say to you. And hey, I tried to see him for 2 years one time, couldn't get in. Got in one time. That's after 2 years trying to, and he kept saying, if you have any ideas, bring them to me. Well, how can you bring them to him if you don't get a chance to talk to him? And the one thing about, if you have an idea, you can't give it to one of those little writers, because they don't get it anyway. So if you gave them this angle to take to Vince, and Vince asked them some questions, they would poop all over themselves, because they don't understand the angle going in. So they can't answer any questions, and that actually does your idea worse. So never give your idea to a writer or even an agent. Go see him yourself, because you're the only one. It's your idea, so go explain it. And then again, you can only explain an idea if you're face to face with the guy. And you may go in there to pitch your idea, and he may have something else he wants to tell you. So your idea gets pushed further down the line. But I think with Triple H, much easier to talk to. He's walking the hallways. Vince never walked the hallways. Vince went into his office, and everybody reported to Vince. And you didn't see Vince till about 5 minutes before you went live. That's when Vince would walk out of his office and walk to the gorilla position and sit down. But with Triple H, I guarantee you, he doesn't sit in the office. He's walking the hallways. He's meeting everybody. See, instead of you going to see Triple H is coming to see the talent. He's coming to talk to them. He's checking the temperature of the room. He's reading the room. So, and I guarantee you, all those guys are giving him ideas because they're relaxed. And said, well, let me give this quick idea, blah, 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 blah. Whether it's accepted or not, still, they pitch their idea. And the worst idea ever, I always heard this, is the one that's not pitched. So if you don't pitch it, nobody ever hears it, so they can't say it's good or bad. But in pitching an idea, that shows Triple H that you're interested in the product, and you may have something to add, because, most of those great ideas backstage didn't come from a writer. It came from the talent. That's the way it used to be. And I think Triple H now, I think people actually feel that the show is more relaxed. Even the announcers now are saying things that you never heard them say before. They're saying wrestler, and they're saying belts and all that you could not say before. And I read something that I think Road Dogg said this, that why certain why certain terms weren't used.
Yeah, like they didn't say hospital, they said medical facility. They would say WWE Universe instead of fans.
But I think if you talk over the fans, I think that pisses them off too. I mean, they're going to put up with it because they have no choice. But I never really understood that, why they try to talk above their pay level, I guess, I want to say. But I guess hospital was sounding too dangerous. I don't know what it was. But I do think now that the whole atmosphere and the whole mood of the WWE dressing room is more relaxed, more laid back. And there's no saying. My mother used to tell me you get more with sugar than you do with vinegar. And I think that's what, and I think legitimately the guys like Triple H, they like him because he's one of them. He came up doing the same thing they did. I mean, his position was different, but he never used that position to accomplish his what he wanted to do. Except recently, with the Jeff Jarrett thing, I'm reading. All of a sudden, I'm just happening to read. I hadn't heard anything about it. Jeff Jarrett released for WWE. I mean,
yeah.
Hell, he just got there. He just got there 2 months ago. And I mean, I texted him and said, "Hey, congratulations on your WWE gig." And he went, "Oh, thank you very much." And then Road Dogg was appointed to the same position they had released Jeff from. And I knew that Road Dogg was a big, big buddy of Triple H from going way back. So I thought that they was going to get him in there somewhere. But why did they release Jeff? So if you think back, I think some of those old grudges fall hard and are never forgotten. I do think Triple H may not have liked Jeff very much, and was looking for a spot for Road Dogg. And I'm not saying this is true, but I'm saying that he wanted to put him in that spot that Jeff is at, because you got to remember, Jeff is a Vince hire, and he's not a Triple H hire.
Yeah.
You know, anybody that takes over a company, I don't care what it is. It could be a damn service station, but you want your people in there, not the people who are loyal to the last administration, but the people who's going to be loyal to you. And I think that maybe, and it's not that like Jeff would not be loyal, but I think that he was basically looking for a job for Road Dogg and found him one, and he had to get rid of Jeff to put him in there, so that's what he did. So I think Jeff was great for that job because he's been around the wrestling business. The only one who's actually been around the wrestling business as much as Jeff Jarrett was Road Dogg. He's been around it for his whole life, and so has Jeff. So, and I wish Jeff luck. I wish everybody luck. But I was thinking about that. I hate for somebody to lose their job. I really do, especially me. So don't fire
me. They're not gonna fire you. They get this good material from Dutch Mantell, so they won't do that.